Hello, Saskatoon. It's the hardcore legend Mick Foley with an important announcement I am bringing to you on September 1st at the Broadway Theatre, the 20 Years of Hell Tour.
Tonight's going to be exciting with a wrestling show at the Cali Curling Club, High Impact Wrestling. But tomorrow, you're doing the drive down the highway that so many of our listeners have done before to Saskatoon for the one-man show.
So you never know when magic might be created.
Saskatchewan! Saskatchewan's dope as hell.
There's a young man that resides right here in Saskatoon that we'd like to put over. He's done a really good job. We got a video, Mick caught wind of a video that he did, and he asked some questions and he didn't get too many answers to his questions. And you know something, we felt, if you're going to put an effort like that and do such a good job, well, we're going to put you over. So please take a second and watch the screen. Thanks very much.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your pal Brodezilla, and I can't wait to tell you about the event coming to you right here, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Come there. Saturday, September 1st, 8 p.m. at the Broadway. Climb on board 20 years of health for a thrill ride, 20 years in the making. As WWE Hall of Famer, New York Times best-selling author, and hardcore legend Mick Foley takes the audience along for an in-depth look at the most famous match of his unique and unparalleled career, and perhaps the most talked about match in sports entertainment
some answers to your 3 questions, so come up here right now, my little friend. Come on, give him a big round of applause, Saskatoon. Let's go! Give it up for Brodezilla, Saskatoon! Give it up! All right, Brodezilla, I'd like to introduce to you your next interviewee, Mr. Mick Foley.
I'm going to ask the first question though. You want a piece of me? Hold that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pal Brodezilla, and I can't wait to tell you how right here, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And more importantly, the birthplace, WWE Hall of Famer, Roddy Piper. I'm here with WWE Hall of Famer. This is the part where you guys say, what? Let's try this again. I'm here with
I hate that. I'm all just already taken.
I'm here with WWE Hall of Famer. Two-time Wrestling Walker. WWE Tag Team Champion. WWE Champion. And the greatest hardcore champion of all time. Mick Foley. Before we get started, I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of your work, both inside and outside of the ring. And on behalf of myself and the millions of Mick Foley fans around the world, thank you for being your best you and providing us with a lifetime of moments we'll never forget. Welcome to Saskatoon! Now, are you ready for 3 questions with Brodezilla?
Yes, I am.
That doesn't count as a question. Question number 1. Nick, I, like you, am a huge fan of Christmas. Why is Christmas so special to you, and what was your favorite Christmas present?
You're going to give me the microphone, okay? Well, Brodezilla, when I was on the road a long time, I missed my children. I'm banged up most of the time, and I found that by prolonging the excitement of the holidays, we could make that season more spectacular. And so it just starts stretching it like 1 month to 2, 3 months to 4. Next thing I know, I'm putting a year-round Christmas room in my house. I thought my children would want to avoid that room. They think that Dad had gone a little crazy, and instead it was a place where the family fully flocked to spend quality time together. And the best gift I ever received, let me think, the best gift I ever received. My son Huey made homemade waffle jelly cakes for Christmas, and you're looking as if you've never heard of waffle jelly cakes because they're a fictional creation mentioned by Tiny Tim on Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. But nonetheless, that didn't prevent me from having my children ask for them everywhere we went. Waffle jelly cakes were like raspberry tarts. So when he made me waffle jelly cakes, yeah, that was pretty hard. Good question.
moment with that person?
Oh, excellent question. Yes, you definitely want to be in there with people who bring out the best in you, and sometimes when things are really clicking, you're bringing out the best in each other. And I think that was the case when I wrestled The Undertaker, not just in 1998 in the cell, but in 1996. Like I said, I think he probably had some gas left in the tank, and people started seeing a different type of Undertaker who moved faster and more meaningfully. And I think that we brought out the best of each other. And I'm going to give you another answer. And when I give you this answer, I want you to believe in your hearts that I'm not only giving it because the guy I'm giving it about currently runs WWE, and I might one day like to go back there. But Triple H had a knack for bringing out the best in his opponents, and particularly in me, to the point where I actually did the running. Remember the running Foley game in the corner? I actually bruised my sternum making a comeback on Triple H, and I looked back, it's because I was moving faster than I've ever moved before. And that was something that he brought out of me. So, going with Triple H, final answer. What a shame that we don't have this on video.
Last but not least, question number 3. It is fair to say that you've had your share of naysayers, obstacles, negative criticism, and bullies on routes to achieving your dreams. What advice do you give people to overcome the adversity and negativity they face while trying to achieve their dreams?
That's a good question. I wasn't aware I had that many naysayers until you pointed out. Brodezilla, I just tell you that you cannot allow anyone else to define for you what being a success is, right? We get to do that for ourselves. Now, one of the most painful things I ever read about myself was when somebody came to do a review of my show about 7 years ago in Las Vegas. Now, we were working in the same theater where Elvis Presley used to sing. There were about 400 people in a 3,500 seat building, and the VIP people were to one side of the stage or the other, and the other people were they were like little clusters of 5 or 6 people, right? But there were 400 people there, which was a large crowd, especially at that time. But when the review came out, it said, the man who used to play to tens of thousands now plays to tens of tens. Ooh, and that stung a little bit. It stung a little bit, but I don't know if you know this, but I am an ambassador for Santa Claus, okay? He can't do it all in one night. He relies on ambassadors like me, and I had a couple of spectacular performances in front of very small crowds. And so I did this little story called St. Mick, and I talked about how when I was out there in front of 101,000 people at WrestleMania, remember how I looked over the side when The Undertaker's music went off? Because I know human nature, nobody's looking at me, not a single eyeball in the place. So at WrestleMania 3 years ago, I waited for Steve Austin's music to hit, knowing everyone was going to be looking at him. I just looked around at the magnitude of that amazing stadium, 101,000 people, and I knew that I'd never been in front of that many people before, and I knew I would never be in front of that many people again. And I thought, this is incredible, this is incredible. But I couldn't tell you for sure that it was any more incredible than being in the living room, trying to bring some joy back into the life of a child who'd been through a really tough time. And so I tell people that they can't ever let the size of the crowd dictate the importance of the occasion. And one of the biggest challenges any wrestler has, including me, is trying to find something that makes you feel like you did when you were inside the ring. And most wrestlers will never even come close. But by doing these shows, by creating stories, by connecting with people, by seeing smiles, by bringing Brodezilla up on stage, look at the smile on your mom's face. You think she'll ever forget this moment? All right. By doing these things, it comes really, really close to the way I used to feel when I was in the ring. And unless things go really badly, there are no late night emergency room visits. So that's a good question, right? So all of you don't ever let anyone else define for you what being a success is. You get to do that all on your own. Good job, man. Thank you, my friend. He still has a little more. Listen, you said you had 3 questions. Now maybe it's time for me questions of you. Who is your favorite wrestler? And why am I?
Well, it's a tough decision. It's kind of a neck and neck race between Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind.
I know you can go on all night. I want one more. All right, one more. Okay, one more, and then we'll take a few more with just me up here, if that's okay. All right? Okay, somebody?
It wasn't any more questions, but thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your time and providing me with yet another moment I'll never forget. There's only one thing left to say, and that's, have a nice day.
All right, first he's stealing my catchphrases, then he steals my show. You have raised an incredible young man. So, thank you. Let's hear it for Brodezilla. Here, hang out on the stage and catch the rest of the show.